Today we set out with a different purpose. We may eventually return to do some copper mining, but I have decided I should expand my knowledge of the region. So to begin with, we're going to go to the end of this valley and explore that area in a bit more detail. And maybe even venture further than that, depending on the threats that there are around. Although we now number 3, plus 10 bones, our combat capability is still limited. There are a group of wanderers off in the distance there. It's difficult to make out from this range who they are. They may be ex-slaves. They may be bandits. They appear to be dust bandits. So, a very serious threat. Probably better that we hang back for now. It's not the first time I've seen dust bandits in this area. Most often it's been hungry bandits though. Okay, they seem to be heading off along the roadway there. So we will set out once more. I'm going to head for the high ground over to the right of the valley. Yes, I think we're safe for them, although they may double back. But I would like to get an idea of the surroundings beyond the higher ground, to the right particularly, and at the end of the valley. So as we climb this higher ground, I should keep an eye out. Prospecting before in this area showed that there is stone to be mined, as well as copper over there. And I believe there were some iron nodes back in that direction too. At the moment though, it's more this general surroundings that I'm interested in. We should stop. There are goats, I believe. Well, they're only a threat to us if we annoy them. I'm not sure how you annoy a goat, but I would imagine leaving them to their own devices is probably a safe course of action. Let's carry on up the hill. Okay, I think we'll push on still further. I would hope if there are bandits in the region, they would be inclined to use the easier path rather than trekking through these high grounds, but you never can tell. Okay, let's have a look in this direction. Okay, more barren land. Iron deposit over there. Iron and copper there. I wonder if there is stone. I should prospect while I'm here. So we still have fertility all around in front of us. Stone, not so much. No. So we really have very little in the way of stone over in that region. There is some to be had. So this may be a decent location. Iron, we know that we have, well, a node over there. Actually, it's not picking up the minerals over there. That must be beyond range. But there are 2 copper nodes down here. Okay, I do like the look of that area. I think I will now head down, we'll cross the valley and have a bit more in-depth exploration. Those must be the goats that we saw earlier. The fact that the goats have travelled up there suggests that it is a well-travelled path. That can provide a bit of a difficulty in terms of building a settlement, but I'm sure it's something that we could overcome if need be. Our pace is fairly slow at the moment because Muto is burdened. We've given him a very heavy load to carry to help to improve his strength. I think I will continue up to the top of this rise and then we'll prospect from that point there. In terms of strength, it's now increased to level 2. And we have Dejol. Strength is now 16, athletics of 19. So the training regime has worked well for Dejol. I'm sure it will do the same for Muto. And the goats return. Okay, so we have mineral resources here. We have what seems to be a decent building location over here. There are more minerals not too far distant if we needed them. The hub isn't fantastic as a trading settlement, so we would need to look further afield for other towns. But to begin with, I should inspect the area for more resources. Water is actually reasonably plentiful up here. It's very fertile. Stone continues to be lacking. Again, we would have to travel a fair distance. Not too far, not beyond the realms of what is acceptable. Iron, we have the 1 node, and we have a few copper actually around. So, somewhere here, there appears to be more mineable copper. Okay, let's continue slightly further. I wondered whether this was a settlement here. I don't think it is. It looks like more of a natural feature. But I would like just to have a look down into this next valley. Acquaint myself with what lies beyond. Ah, there is a settlement down here. So this is Squin. Well, let's go and visit Squin. There are gate guards. At this distance it's difficult again to make out what race they are. But I shall head over there and hopefully meet some individuals interested in trade. Set up good relationships if possible. So as we're drawing close, it looks as if these are Shek gate guards. And there is an armour shop within. So Squin looks like it may hold good possibilities for trade. And it is also obviously more secure. Greetings. Yes, you may absolutely check our gear. We carry nothing, essentially. We are here to explore possibilities for trade in the future. We have an inn. Let's visit the inn. We have sufficient time to explore Squin before nightfall. And here, okay, we have a pacifier from the Flotsam Ninjas, Orin. Someone aggressive, Ank, and you must be the barkeep. May I see what you have available to purchase? We have food aplenty at the moment. You have little else. I don't really have anything to trade you today. No. Okay. So, Melika, your name. I hope to return before too much longer, and hopefully do some business with you. I hope you're interested in copper ore. That is my speciality. Okay, so this does seem to be a Shek settlement. We have a police station, an armourer. I'll explore that later maybe. I don't need an armourer at the moment. Ahead we have a weapon shop. There's another bar. We have a travel gear shop in the distance. Yes, I'm glad I've discovered Squin so close by to her, and another trader. Yes, I'm glad I discovered Squin so near our current home. This bar is not well patronised. We have Greasepot, the drifters. Over here we have Fujin, Rain the Giant, and Kang of the Shek Kingdom. And again, a barkeep. Greetings, Hool. I am here perhaps to buy. Okay, so again, plentiful supply of food. It is very good to know. I will no doubt visit you again in not too distant future. Now, I'm interested in seeing what this trader may have to offer. Hello, I'm known as the Collector. You are apparently without name. Please do show me your goods. Ah, we have some hemp. More importantly, we have wheat straw. Now, how much wheat straw do I require to research its farming? I think 2. If not, I will return for more. Mutto. You swap out that. Take that. We also need cactus. I think I'll take all of the cactus. We need 2 again to research, and then we will need some for planting. So I may as well begin to stock up. This is good. Okay. I think that will suffice for now. I will return. And now the travel gear trader, I think, is our last stop. He is here. A ruined building, which probably we could purchase. Set up an outpost in Squin. I think I'm happy with the hub at the moment. There are more premises there that I could buy if I wanted to expand. Zan, may I see your goods? Now, another backpack would be useful. $800 kits. The glorious holy map. I will probably buy at some point. Map of the swamps. Tech Hunter library map, which is cheap. I'll pick that up for the moment. Map of Shek Kingdom. Probably worthwhile buying that just now. And I will pick up one more wooden backpack. Yes. Okay, Zan, thank you. It's been a most fruitful enterprise for me. Okay. I think I will begin to head back towards the hub so that we hopefully arrive before nightfall. Let's give Dejol the backpack and this wheat straw, although that could go to Mutto. We will read the map of the Shek Kingdom for now. Further settlements. We have Admag, the Great Fortress, and Last Stand. Okay, interesting. Here we have a wandering assassin who has taken quite a beating. Looked like it wasn't that recent. So perhaps whoever assailed him is not directly outside the gates. But Dejol passed the wheat straw to Mutto. And we will push on. Goodbye, gentlemen. We will return, and ladies. I do apologise. We'll no doubt return before too much longer. And head back across the hill. 10 bones, do not disturb the goats. If the herd were smaller, it may have been worth trying to butcher a goat or two. We do have the Sheik gate guards, who would no doubt have come to our aid if we were in difficulty. But for the moment we are well enough provisioned. No need to take risks. So with luck, this will be a swift and uneventful journey. We may not have time to mine copper. We shall see. Our journey back to the hub was completely uneventful. We didn't see another living soul until we returned to the settlement, found some traders within. But for the moment, it is not trade that's on my agenda. Muto, if you give me your backpack for now, I will go and see if I can begin to research. We should hopefully have enough science books. We have 4. Okay. Let's deposit the wheat straw. And 2 cactus as well. And now I can research wheat straw farming. And from there, 2 cactus and 2 research books, I can research cactus farming. And with that, we can begin to become self-sufficient. But for the moment, as usual, it is time for Muto and Dejol to train. So, Muto, you can reclaim your backpack. It gives you a heavy enough load. You can go out in Dejol's company and begin to train. So for them both, it is more laps of the settlement for the hours that remain before dawn. So as I think back on the day's events, I believe I have found a good location in which I could begin to build a trading outpost. Squin being not too far distant gives me a good source of trade. There was an armourer, a weaponsmith, travel gear trader, a general trader, a bar and an inn. So there are plenty of individuals there and a good variety of different types of trade to be had. So I think I have settled on the plan. Over the next few days, we will be mining much more copper, and we will head out to Squin to trade, and over time recruit some more Sheik. There did seem to be perhaps 4, 5 individuals who could be recruited to the cause. I'll explore that further in due course. For now though, I'll continue focusing on this research and begin to plant some farms, hopefully before much longer. With the dawn of a new day, I have decided to pause my research for the moment. I can always come back to that. Farming is not an immediate priority. We will head out back to our copper node and earn ourselves some more cats. I'm tempted to make a quick return to Squin. I look at Dejol and Muto and how they're outfitted, and myself, and I wish for a lot more. However, before we begin to equip ourselves with better armour and weapons, we do need to focus on our ability to generate income. So we may need to just concentrate on food, building up the raw resources that we require for farms and for machinery, and probably for recruits. So yes, fine armour and fine weapons are probably somewhat in the future. But again, today's business, at least for Dejol and I, will be to mine copper. Muto, you can go continue your training. And I think 10 Bones, let's have you stick close for now. In fact, you may as well bodyguard Muto. He is the weakest of us, although none of us are particularly strong fighters. So hopefully before long we will have a good amount of copper. And food. So Muto has none. I have some. Dejol has none. Okay, well, I will give this race bowl to Dejol. Although it seems to have been intercepted by 10 Bones. I should perhaps have purchased more food before we set out. No one is in dire need at the moment, especially not 10 Bones, who is full of rice. Okay, we shall return to the hub for food later. But I suspect that is likely to be at the end of the day. For now, we will continue to mine our copper, build our wealth, and perhaps tomorrow we will return to Squin and see what we can purchase there.